So within the last few days, the FAA suspended all flights to Israel due to some rockets that landed near the airport. So to protect the passengers on the planes, they took some action. Well, idiots in the United States and Israel flipped out over this, man. They flipped out. Michael Bloomberg flew to Israel in protest. If that's what you're protesting, your moral compass is off, okay? 80% civilian death rate in Gaza, over 788 Palestinians killed. You know, what else is going on in the world? I don't know, the Syrian civil war, Ukraine and Russia. We could go on and on with all the problems. But you're so outraged about, oh my God, flights to Israel are temporarily postponed. I need to protest and fly there. You're just a silly person. Your moral compass is broken, Michael Bloomberg, if that's what you're concerned about. But nonetheless, he did this. This was his idea of a protest. And to go, see, it's safe, we could fly there. So listen to the interview that Bloomberg and the mayor of Jerusalem did with CNN's Wolf Blitzer. And they're going to talk about, oh, Israel is just so safe and so great. And then I want to come back and give you some dismembering facts.
You spent most of the day here in Israel.
Yes.
As you know, a couple of days ago, the State Department issued a travel advisory saying Americans shouldn't come for non-essential visits to Israel or the West Bank.
Couldn't disagree with them more.
What has it been like? What have you seen that you've been here several times?
Everybody seems comfortable. Everybody thinks they're well protected by an army and an air force that knows how to fight and is out there trying to protect them. And when they walk down the streets, when they send their kids to school, when they go to the parks, when they get to a concert, they feel safe. If you don't feel safe here, I don't know where you'd feel safe. And I think the State Department is just overreacting in typical bureaucratic fashion.
Political reasons for that?
Why would you think that?
Do you think it? I'm asking you.
That's ridiculous. Why would you think that? It's an outrage for you to accuse one of our agencies.
I'm just asking.
By asking the question, you're implying that our government does things for political reasons, and maybe every once in a while they do, but it's your job to prove it. Just the allegation against our government, I personally take as an offense.
No, I'm just asking you if you thought that there was some political motive behind the travel advisory or the FAA
Number one, I wouldn't know.
Because a lot of people in Israel do, you know.
I don't know, you don't know, and the other people don't know. But just the tone of the question of trying to create dissension, it's insulting to America.
What do you think?
Well, when terrorists try to terrorize us, the reality is that their ability is minimal, especially what the Israeli government and the army does in protection and security, and in offense, by the way, same. You walk the streets of the city of Jerusalem, speak to people. We just met a group of American teachers that came here for a week, and we asked them, how safe do you feel? They feel safer than they do at home.
Safer than they do at home. A 2-day Israeli flight ban drew more U.S. media coverage and Senate opposition than a 7-year land, air, and sea economic blockade of Gaza. Isn't that funny? Now, here's the problem with what Michael Bloomberg was saying there in the mayor of Jerusalem. You can't have it both ways. Cenk pointed this out yesterday, and it is a brilliant point. Netanyahu was just doing a media tour in the midst of this war, saying what? Oh, Israel is in mortal danger. There's a threat to our existence. We're under attack. Rocket fire is landing all over the place. Everybody be scared. They're running to bomb shelters. This is hell on earth. This is terrible. We need to attack. We need to fight back. We need to defend ourselves. We gotta do it. Wait, which is it? Either it's that, or it's people feel safer here than they do when they're at home. Isn't it amazing how they flip the narrative to suit their own purposes? When it comes to, oh, we need more people to come here on vacation to make more money and to keep the economy afloat, then it's, oh, it's the safest place ever. More safer than your home. It really is. It really is. But when they're trying to justify invading Gaza and dropping all the bombs and doing all the attacks and hitting the UN school like they just did and hitting the hospital like they did, well, then it's all mortal threat where they don't want us to exist. They're going to get us. Be scared. This is the worst place to live ever. You can't have it both ways. It's one or the other. Pick one. And the last thing I'll say about this, Michael Bloomberg is just a fucking joke, man. He really is an idiot, isn't he? He's just not a smart guy. Like, what do you do? Where was that random anger from? All Wolf Blitzer has, hey, do you think that some of this is maybe political? Oh, how dare you! Oh! Why are you so defensive? What's the problem here? You're implying the government does things that are political. Politicians doing things that are political. Yeah, totally outrageous, let me tell you. And I take offense to that. What are you taking offense to? He asked you a question, dippity. I'm so tired of people like Mike Bloomberg. I mean, he's unbelievably stupid, and his moral compass really is broken. Like, he's flopping all over the place trying to find a cause to care about. And this one was, we have to stop the temporary flight delays to Israel. Woo! So, if Israel's so safe, as they're clearly saying here, and they're convinced of it, right? Why are you continuing the offensive and killing 80% civilians in Gaza?